This is a map of all 32 NFL teams. But today we're going to switch things up. Instead of there being 32 NFL teams, we're going to be reducing it down to all 8 divisions in the NFL to find out which division is the best. This is NFL Imperialism. So like every Imperialism starts, we're going to spin the wheel right here to see which division will be going first. And it looks like we're going to be seeing the AFC South. And then we'll spin this arrow to see what direction they're going to be going in, and it looks like they're going to be attacking just about west. And it looks like we're having a pretty big matchup here. AFC South versus the AFC West, 2 very interesting teams here to start off. So as we jump into the first matchup here, it's important to note that all of these rosters are going to be very good with loaded all-pro talent and Pro Bowl talent as well. But with that being said, there's still going to be some pretty big weaknesses here for these teams, like the AFC West having Jonathan Taylor, who's looked like an MVP candidate at times, and a very good defense going for them now with Sauce Gardner being recently added to the team. But if we want to point out the real outlier of this team, it would have to be the quarterback position, consisting of CJ Stroud, who is a great QB, but compared to all the other QBs left on the map, he's not really the best one left. And as we flip over to the AFC West, they actually happen to have one of the best quarterbacks in the divisions, being Patrick Mahomes, who is leading the way for them. And along with that, having an elite defense with Patrick Surtain, who's a recent Defensive Player of the Year, and Max Crosby, who's one of the best edge rushers in the league. So now that that's covered, both these teams would be going at it in this game the whole entire time, with it being high scoring, which is kind of shocking with both their defenses being pretty loaded. But it'd be pretty clear that the AFC South's weaknesses would be shown in this game, as they'd be losing 35-21 to the AFC West, who would be gaining their first win of the video. So the AFC West would be gaining all of AFC South's territory as they begin their journey to take over the whole entire map. So now that we have the basics covered of this Imperialism, the next team on the wheel going would be the AFC West. And they'd be going northwest to face the NFC West, so this would be a battle between the 2 West divisions in both conferences. And this game's going to be pretty important. We've already seen what the AFC West can do as they took down the AFC South, but this NFC West team is no joke, as they could potentially be one of, if not the favorite, to win out this whole thing. To start off with the NFC West offense, they have a very good big 3 at receiver, consisting of JSN, who is taking over the league right now, Puka Nacua, and Devontae Adams. And the quarterback leading all the way for them would be Matthew Stafford, who's looking like a real MVP candidate this season. And this defense would also have a very good loaded group too, consisting of Fred Warner and Devon Witherspoon leading the way for them, and also having an amazing D-line going for them. And in a game like this, both of the defenses would be shutting down both teams' offenses, as this game going into the 4th quarter would only be 14-14. So it's pretty clear that if someone's going to win this game, it's going to come down to one of the offenses taking over against the defense. And when you have a guy like Mahomes at quarterback and 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter on a game-winning drive, the AFC West would have a pretty good shot at winning this one. AFC West here on offense. The NFC West defense is pretty stacked here. It's going to be curious to see how Mahomes plays against them. And he throws an interception to Fred Warner. Are you serious? Gets it across the 40. And now the NFC West offense is set up in perfect field position to try and close this game out. Here we go. Stafford, MVP candidate this season in real life. Let's see if he can pull something off here. Maybe get the kicker and better yardage here. CMC is going to run it down the middle and get a few yards there. Timeout Rams. It's very hard to tell if the Rams are going to be aggressive here and try to score right away, but we will see. And never mind. Touchdown NFC West here. What a drive and what a big play to make off that turnover. So even though the AFC West would be getting the ball back after a failed Hail Mary attempt, their run would be over here. 0 seconds left on the clock. The NFC West has pulled off a very big win here. So thanks to the NFC West defense, they're going to be taking over all of AFC West territory and starting the NFC West run to take over the whole map. And right after this game, the wheel would be landing on the NFC North, and they would be attacking South to go play an in-conference game against the NFC West. And this game right here is probably going to be the biggest game of the video, featuring 2 of the best divisions in football at the moment. We've already seen the NFC West play, but the NFC North is just as loaded. Starting with the offense, Jordan Love would be leading the team at quarterback and also having an insane duo at receiver with Amon-Ra St. Brown and Justin Jefferson. And to add into that fire, also having Jahmyr Gibbs at running back makes this potentially the best offense we've seen yet. And as we look at the defense, having an edge rush duo like Micah Parsons and Aiden Hutchinson is definitely going to be very valuable on a game like this. And just the whole entire team overall is elite in every way possible. Even though there's some teams that have weaknesses, between these two teams, it's very hard to point out a singular one. So as we watch both teams battle it out here the whole entire time in this game, going into the fourth quarter, this game would actually be close with the NFC West being up 17-14. But as it got late into the fourth quarter, the NFC North would be losing their grip to the NFC West as they'd be down 21-31 with 3 minutes left. So if the NFC North is going to pull out a win here, their offense is going to have to show up big time. A very interesting turn of events here. Bears are trying to overcome a 31-14 point deficit. They already scored a touchdown on their last drive. Love is going to take a shot down deep, down to the 30-yard line. Amon-Ra St. Brown there. Here comes the NFC North now. Jordan Love back in the pocket again, trying to get out of there. And he's going to take a sack from Nick Bosa, who already has 2 sacks on the day. Here we go now. 2nd and 21. Love hits Amon-Ra Ben, but it's going to be incomplete. Fred Warner forces it out. The NFC North has 2:39 left. They do have 3 timeouts. They would more expectedly take a field goal, I would think, and he's going to get hit as he throws. 4th and 21 at the 41. Looks like it might be too deep of a kick for whoever their kicker is. I honestly don't even know who it is. I think it's Jake Moody. Love's going to take a huge shot deep, and that's pass interference. Oh my God. The NFC West, what are they doing on defense? It's going to be offensive pass interference. Wow. That's crazy. I thought I saw a push off. So after a costly penalty by the NFC North, the NFC West is going to continue their journey to taking over the whole entire map by taking all of the NFC North's territory. All right, here we go. Coming down to the final 5 teams. Let's see who's going to be going, and we're going to be having the AFC North go. Let's see what direction they're going to be attacking in here, and it looks like they're going to be going directly east. Looks like the AFC North's going to be going into NFC East territory here. Should be a pretty good game we have on our hands. And both these teams are pretty good. The AFC North has a lot going for them with Lamar Jackson at quarterback, and having Jamar Chase as your wide receiver 1 is the ideal situation. And to add on to that, having a guy like Derrick Henry at running back and some good other players on the receiving room will be very helpful for them. And their defense would also be very good, consisting of Myles Garrett, who's playing like the best player the NFL has ever seen, and TJ Watt, who's going to be a very good duo with Myles Garrett. And for the NFC East, there's a lot to talk about for this team. Having Jalen Hurts at quarterback and Saquon Barkley at running back is already a great start, but add on CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, and Devontae Smith in that receiving room, and you have an amazing offense going for you. And moving on to their defense, they have Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence, which makes a very loaded D-line group. And their corners are also not too bad either, with Kenyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. And this game would be competitive the whole entire time, with both offenses putting up points and the defenses making some consistent stops as well. But as we got late into the fourth quarter, the AFC North would be up 28-20 over the NFC East in a very close game. So with the NFC East having the ball and 2:40 left in the fourth, they have a chance to tie this game up. Hurts dropping back, throws it down to Devontae Smith. He's gonna gain some big yards here, and he's gonna keep going. Breaks a tackle, gets down at the 40. The AFC North's gonna have to do a lot more on defense to stop these guys though. And another big play there. What a grab. What is happening here? Some very big gains are happening. Dallas Goedert there with the first down and a lot more. So as we get out of the 2-minute warning, we're already in the red zone with the NFC East here. What a drive they are having so far. And CeeDee Lamb grabs the catch there. 2nd and 3. For being honest, a lot of this NFC East offense is really just the Eagles and like CeeDee Lamb. And right away, Devontae Smith, touchdown Eagles. He makes the big play to open up the drive, and he finishes out the drive with a touchdown. A very big stop here for the AFC North would be huge, and Barkley's gonna run it in himself. And we have a tied game here with 1:34 left. All right, here comes the AFC North offense, led by no one other than Lamar Jackson here. He's gonna drop back, and he's gonna scramble it himself like he always does, and grabs a first down there, down at the 45. Here we go now, 1:05 left for Lamar here. They do have 3 timeouts still remaining, so time is not the biggest deal here right now, as you got to get into field goal range. Throws it out to Bateman there, and he's going to grab only 8 yards there. The big problem here, NFC East pass rush is probably the best on the teams that we have remaining here. And Derrick Henry's going to grab the first down himself. Timeout Ravens. 51 seconds left. Here comes the AFC North now. Lamar on the play action pass. He's going to scramble outside, pitches it down to Andrews. He's going to get pretty much no yards there. Lamar now dropping back, going to go on the read option. He's going to keep it himself with 20 seconds left. That might be the final play until they run a field goal here. Let's see if their kicker can make it. They don't have Justin Tucker, but it's probably good that they don't actually. The kick is up, and it is going to go through. With 7 seconds left, though, I don't know what the Eagles could be doing here. With one timeout, too, I wouldn't rule out anything. And it doesn't look like they're going to do that. They're just going to take the shot right now. Hurts is going to throw it up. And it is going to be caught by Devontae Smith, but it doesn't matter. The game is over, and the NFC East has lost 31-28. So the AFC North found a way to take care of business on the road in the NFC East and would end up taking all of their territory. And before we jump into the next wheel spin, we now have the final 4 divisions left on the map, so every single game is going to be huge. So on the next wheel spin, would be landing on the NFC South, and they would be going up north to face the NFC West. And the NFC South is probably one of the weakest divisions left on the map right now. For starters, their QB room with Baker Mayfield isn't that terrible, especially when you have Bijan Robinson at running back and Mike Evans at receiver. But overall, this team is pretty weak, especially on defense. The only highlights on defense that they have going for them are guys like Jesse Bates and JC Horn at cornerback. So with that being said, it would be pretty hard for the NFC South to try to do anything in this game. So the NFC West would be taking them down 17-10 in a close game. So just like that, with the NFC West taking care of business, they're the last NFC conference remaining on the map. And funny enough, the wheel will be landing on the AFC East, and they would be going into AFC North territory. So the finale is going to be one NFC conference and one AFC conference. And we've already seen the AFC North take some territory already, but for the AFC East, this team's actually pretty interesting. Because at quarterback, they have Josh Allen, and with everybody healthy now, they also have Tyreek Hill and Garrett Wilson at receiver, which is going to be huge for them. And not to mention James Cook at running back, who's been tearing up the league recently. But when you turn over to the defense, things start to look pretty rough there, as the edge rush group isn't really that great, and the only thing they really have going for them is Christian Gonzalez at cornerback. So as we get into this game, both of these offenses would be doing their thing the whole entire game, but shockingly, the defenses would also be putting up a big fight in this one as well. So as we kept moving forward into the fourth quarter, both of these teams would be tied at 20 apiece, and things would be getting pretty interesting. But right now, the AFC North has controlled their own destiny to see if they'll be moving on to the finale or not with 2 minutes left. Lamar's just chilling in the pocket though, throws an interception. It goes over, I don't know whose head that was, but right away, that turns the whole entire tables here. Marcus Epps gets the interception for the AFC East. What a turn of events. Josh Allen's going to hand it off to James Cook. He's going to have a wide open lane to run. The AFC North calls yet another timeout, one more remaining. I don't even think it's going to matter. It feels like the AFC East is just going to kick a field goal and win this thing out. 2nd and goal here. Josh Allen going to go on an end around. What just happened? Oh my God. I was just expecting a normal. Oh my God, this is insane. I was just expecting like another run just to let the clock go down more. And the AFC North's defense makes potentially the biggest play of the whole entire video here. Lamar, 2nd and 1, 43 seconds left to go. He's gonna scramble, going to try to get out of bounds, and he gets hit hard there. I don't know what he was doing. They do not have a single second to waste here. 21 seconds left. Clock keeps ticking down. Lamar, 1st and 10 now. He's gonna have to really take a shot deep here, and he's gonna hit his man. I don't think he got out of bounds there. Oh no. They are gonna get to the line. 3 seconds left on the clock here. Lamar throws a little side pass out, and we are going to have overtime. So just like that, we'll be going into overtime, and thanks to a very good kickoff return by the AFC North, they're going to be into the red zone soon. And we are going to now see who will be making it to the finale through overtime or who will not. Lamar sets up the throw. Incomplete there. They had a very good kick return to start things off. And it looks like, wow, all right, another incompletion there. 4th and 4, very big decision time now coming for the Ravens. Do you trust the defense, or are you going to put the field goal unit out there, take your 3 points? They are going to take the field goal here. They're probably going to make it here. This should be a cheap shot from 24. And he is going to make it. All right, can the AFC East come in clutch here? Josh Allen, known for his game-winning drives. And right away, the run gets stopped by Mike Green. What a play. 2nd and 13 now at the 21. Time is obviously not a big factor for them, and James Cook's going to get stopped again for a loss of yards. The AFC North's defense has been killing it all game. You cannot say anything other than that for them. They're going to get pressure on Josh Allen. He's going to get it out to James Cook just in time. Obviously 4-down territory, 4th and 11 here for the game. Here we go. Let's see what the AFC East is going to dial up here. This is the biggest play of the game for them here. Josh Allen dropping back, has a guy wide open down the middle. Garrett Wilson gets them to cross the 50. Huge gain there. Offense definitely needed that for the AFC East. They had nothing going so far this drive. Garrett Wilson gets them something. James Cook run down the middle. Again, only 2 yards. This AFC North run defense has been amazing so far. Here we go now. Josh Allen dropping back to pass. Throws it out to James Cook here, who's been getting a lot of touches here in this overtime drive so far, but gets no gain there. Josh Allen dropping back, 3rd and 8 now. Throws it again down the middle of the field. Huge gain there. Hunter Henry with a big gain to get them into the red zone. What a play. Every time you feel like this AFC East offense is just slowing down, someone makes a play on this team and gets them like 30 plus yards. I don't understand it necessarily. And Josh Allen gets another good pass there to Diggs, and he's going to get 9 yards on that play. Looks like they're going to try to get this pass off here. Hunter Henry, big gain. And he gets just stopped, but gets a 1st down, 1st and goal there at the 2. Can this AFC East defense make one more play here for the game? Josh Allen's going to hand it off to his guy, and he's going to only get, I think he actually lost yards there. Again, the run game is just going nowhere here. You obviously cannot rule out this AFC East defense. They always make plays in the clutchest moments somehow. But it doesn't even matter. Ramondre Stevenson straight down the middle. The one run play they cannot stop is the game winner here. The AFC East is moving on to the finale to face the NFC West. So after a thriller, the AFC East is going to be taking over AFC North territory and punching their ticket into the finale. So just like that, we have our 2 teams ready to fight off against each other to find out who is the best division in the NFL. And this game would be going back and forth the whole entire time, with the defenses getting some very good stops and the offenses scoring on their own drives. But the real story here would be the defenses, as they would be keeping this a low-scoring game going into the 4th quarter, where the NFC West would be up 17-14. And the score would be staying the same as we got late into the 4th quarter, with 3:30 left on the clock and the NFC West having the ball. So in order for the AFC East to try to even win this game out, their defense is going to need to show up huge here. Let's see if the AFC East defense can get a stop here against the NFC West. Stafford dropping back, finds his guy Puka Nacua down the middle for a huge gain there, gets to the 47. 3:30 now left for the AFC East to try to get something done here. And the AFC West does send a good blitz there, but doesn't matter. Puka with another big catch and gets them across the 50 down at the 35. Stafford gonna hand it off to his guy, Kyron Williams. He's gonna get more than just a 1st down there. Gets down at the 17, timeout LA. Another handoff gonna get to Devontae Adams here, who's gonna take off and score a touchdown here. The NFC West goes up even more points now, with very little time to go for the AFC East to try to even do anything. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 now for Josh Allen. They're down 10 points, 1 timeout, and he's gonna get sacked right away. Kobe Turner there to take him down. 2nd and 16 now. Josh Allen dropping back, finds Garrett Wilson down the middle, almost gains the 1st down there. 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Josh Allen dropping back. He needs to make a big play here. Is going to scramble. Takes a little bit of a hit, but goes down at the 47. Josh Allen yet again throws it down deep. Finds Stephon Diggs. Gets down at the 30. And now they're kind of getting a drive put together here. 1:10 left now. Josh Allen quick throw down to Garrett Wilson. Only gets 4 yards there. Josh Allen dropping back. Finds Diggs yet again. Only gets a few yards there. I don't know what this is all about with the short yardage stuff. 25 seconds left now for Josh Allen. He's going to take another shot to Diggs, and he's going to break a tackle. Goes down at the 10. They got to hurry up to the line, though. They do call timeout. Stop the clock with 20 seconds left. Very good use of time efficiency there. And Josh Allen's going to try to scramble, and he might get into the end zone. He will. They are going to need an onside kick here to even have a chance, but this drive definitely helps. Here we go now. Onside kick here for the AFC East. Will they be able to get it? And they will not. That is going to be it. The NFC West has taken down the AFC East and will officially win this divisional NFL imperialism. So just like that, the NFC West would be winning the division imperialism, reigning supreme over everybody. And if you want to watch another imperialism, click the video on the screen where we use the current roster to decide the 2026 NFL Imperialism champion.